Okay, this is Michael. Michael, have you ever read this story before? Okay, I want you to do the very best that you can, and if you come to a word that you don't know, I can't help you, so do the best you can, okay? I'm ready when you are.
Choco was a little bird who lived all alone.
You got to read a little bit louder.
Do you want me to start there?
You can start over, yeah.
Choco was a little bird who lived all alone. He wished he had a mother, but who could his mother be? One day he set off to find her. First, Choco met Miss Giraffe. "Oh, Miss Giraffe," he cried, "you are yellow just like me. Are you my mother?" "I'm sorry," Mrs. Giraffe said, "but I don't have wings like you." Next, Choco met Miss Penguin. "Oh, Miss Penguin," he cried, "you have wings just like me. Are you my mother?" "I'm sorry," sighed Miss Penguin, "but I don't have big, round cheeks like you." Then Choco met Mrs. Walrus. "Oh, Miss Walrus," he cried, "you have a big brown cheeks like me. Are you my mother?" "Now looked," grumped Mrs. Walrus, "I don't have striped feet like you, so don't bother me." No matter where Choco searched, he couldn't find a mother who looked just like him. When Choco saw Mrs. Bear picking apples when she couldn't be his mother, Mrs. Bear didn't look like him at all. Choco was so sad he started to cry. "Mommy, Mommy, I need a mommy." Mrs. Bear came running to see what the matter was. As she listened to Choco's story, she sighed, "Oh dear, if you had a mommy, what would she do?" "Oh, I'm sure she would hold me," sobbed Choco. "Like this," asked Miss Bear, and she held Choco very tight. "Yes, I'm sure she would kiss me too," said Choco. "Like this," asked Miss Bear, and she lifted Choco up and gave him a big kiss. "Yes, and I'm sure she would sing and dance with me to cheer me up," said Choco. "Like this, Mrs. Bear." And they sang and danced together. When they stopped to rest, Mrs. Bear turned to Choco and said, "Choco, maybe I could be your mother." "You," Choco cried, "but you aren't yellow and you don't have wings or big round cheeks or striped feet like me." "My goodness," Mrs. Bear said, "that would make me look very funny." Choco thought it was funny too. "Well, said Miss Bear, my other children are waiting for me at home. Why don't you join us for apple pie, Choco?" Apple pie sounded wonderful to Choco, so off they went. Then they arrived. Mrs. Bear's other children rushed out to greet her. "Choco," said Mrs. Bear, "meet Hippy, Owlie, and Piggy. I am their mother too." The sweet smell of apple pie and the sound of laughter soon filled Mrs. Bear's home. And after the delicious treat, Mrs. Bear gave all of the children a nice warm bear hug. And Choco was very happy that his new mommy looked just like the way she did.
Excellent job.